Okay, so in last session, okay, we covered object oriented programming in Python. Okay, we are done with the object oriented programming in Python. So now we will move on to the most important part where we will learn about different types of libraries in Python. Okay, the libraries that we will be using, okay, for machine learning. So what exactly is Python library? Well, so it is just a collection of methods and functions that allow us to perform many actions without writing the entire code. So whatever purpose you have, the Python provides a package, okay, from its heart. So if you want to do numerical computing, then you have a package named as NumPy. If you want to do visualization, then you have many visualization libraries in Python. Okay, you have Matplotlib, Seaborn, Plotly, and so on. And if you want to do data manipulation, then you have pandas. If you want to implement machine learning algorithms, then you have scikit-learn. If you want to work with deep learning frameworks, okay, then you have TensorFlow and Keras. So whatever your task is, okay, Python would uh, provide you a package for you. Okay, so the purpose of these libraries is for you to not write the entire code from the beginning. So it will automatically provide you some inbuilt functions which you can use to make your work even more easier. So we will start off with one such library in Python, which is NumPy. So NumPy is extremely important for us when we will cover all of the machine learning algorithms, because we will be performing most of the numerical operations on these NumPy arrays. Okay, so what exactly is NumPy? So NumPy stands for numerical Python, and it is the core library for numeric and scientific computing. It consists of multi-dimensional array. These are multi-dimensional array objects. And to work on these multi-dimensional array objects, Python would also provide you certain methods and functions. These functions and methods are part of the NumPy library itself. So you have the multi-dimensional arrays, and you also have methods and functions, and you can work with those multi-dimensional arrays. Okay, you can manipulate them, you can slice them, you can extract elements from them with the help of these methods, right? So whatever scientific task you have, or whatever numeric computing tasks you have, your first priority, okay, needs to be NumPy. So let's go ahead and start by creating a NumPy array. We have a single NumPy array and multi-dimensional NumPy arrays. Okay, let's start off by understanding how can we create a single dimensional NumPy array. So first we have to import the library. So to import any library, okay, the command would be import. Okay, type import and then the package that you want to import. So we want to import NumPy. So this import is the keyword. To import any library in Python, we have to use the import keyword, right? And then we will follow it up with the name of the library. So here the library that we want to import is NumPy. Now, so that we can work with these libraries very easily, okay, we would have to give it an alias. And by convention, NumPy is given an alias NP. So you can use for giving its alias, okay, an alias, okay, you can use as NP, right? So NumPy, after importing this NumPy, will be available with the name NP. Okay, so whenever we want to use it, instead of using NumPy, okay, we can use name NP. Run this cell. So import NumPy as NP. So we have imported NumPy in our program. Now we can use this NP, okay, to create arrays or to to call any method, okay, defined in NumPy. So let's try to create NumPy array from a given list. Suppose we have a list, okay, list of elements. So let's create a list. A equals to, okay, and to create list, okay, use square braces 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50, okay, 5 elements. Run this cell. So we have created a list, and this list uh, comprised of 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Now to create NumPy array from this list, okay, now we have to use NumPy, and we imported NumPy and given alias np. So here we can use np, okay. So whenever you have requirement to use NumPy, once imported and given this alias np, okay, you can use np. Now np dot array, np dot array, so it's a function, okay, and np dot array and pass the list a. So we are passing, we are giving in, okay, this a, and this a is list. Now name it r1. So we are naming it r1. Run this cell. Okay, we have created this NumPy array. So here we are importing, in this program we are importing what? NumPy, creating a single dimensional array because we are passing one list here, okay, and we are using np.array, right, and we are passing in a list inside this a. Now check r1. Now see, r1 is, if you see within parentheses we have this list, right. Now check the type of, to check the type of r1, run this and see, now it is what? It is numpy.nd array. Now it is what? np numpy array. Okay, so we have a list here which comprises of the elements 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50, and we are converting this list into a numpy array and we are printing it out here, okay, and the output that you see is the single dimensional array. This is single dimensional array because we have only one row here. This is one row, right? Okay, now to check the type of the object r1, okay, you can use type function here and pass r1 and its type is numpy dot nd array, right. We can also go ahead and create a multi-dimensional numpy array. So if you have to create a multi-dimensional NumPy array, so instead of giving a single list, what you will do is you will give a list of lists. Okay, to create a list of lists, okay, we should have more than one list. So create one more list. We already have A. So let's create one more list, B. Okay, use square braces and 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, okay, 5 elements. Run this cell. Now we have two arrays, A, the two lists, A and B. Okay, so using these two lists, from these two lists, we can create a multi-dimensional NumPy array. So to create a multi-dimensional NumPy array, use NP, okay, like we used here NP dot array, use array function, and now create list. Okay, now we have to given a list of lists. Now here pass a comma a, a comma b. Okay, pass these two lists. A is a list, B is a list, and we are passing these two lists in a list. Right? We are creating a list of lists here. Right? Because every element in this list is a list. A comma B. Right? Now, okay, create one object, one name here. So let's name it R2 equals to. Run this cell. So we have created one more array, right? R2. So when you pass in a list of lists, here we are passing list of lists. Okay, it will give you what? Multi-dimensional array. Okay, so print R2. Now here we have two rows. This is first row. Okay, and first row we have 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. And in second row we have 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. Okay, so now in this list, in this list we have two lists. Okay, so it's a multi-dimensional array because we have two rows in this list. Now to check the type of this object, add one more cell and type of R2, and type of R2 is NumPy and the array. Okay, so this is NumPy multi-dimensional array because this array has two rows. Okay, now that we have seen how to create basic NumPy arrays, let's see how can we initialize a NumPy array with only zeros. Suppose you want to create a NumPy array, okay, but you want every element to be zero in, okay, in that array, NumPy array. So for that we have the zeros method. So let's try to create one more array here. np dot array. Don't use array, now use zeros function. Okay, np dot zeros, and here you can specify the number of rows and number of columns. So first parameter is the number of rows and second parameter is number of columns. Okay, so we are passing 1 comma 2 and use name it R3. Okay, R3 equal to np dot zeros and we are passing 1 comma 2. Okay, run this cell. Now print R3 and see, if you see, it is what? Array of NumPy array of, and it has what? Two elements, 0 and 0. This is one row and two elements. Okay, so here we are creating a 1 cross 2 array. 1 cross 2 means, so 1 cross 2 would mean what? One row, two columns. So one row, two columns, right? So we have one row and in that row we have two elements. Okay, now to create a multi-dimensional array, R4 equals to zeros function, and here pass number of rows and number of columns. So here I'm passing 5 comma 5. So it means 5 cross 5, 5 rows, 5 columns. Okay, run this cell. Now print R4 and see. Okay, this is 5 cross 5 matrix. First row, second row, third, fourth and fifth. Okay, so there are 5 rows and in every row, okay, we have 5 elements. So this is 5 cross 5 array. Okay, now to check the type of R4, Okay, use type function, run this cell, and this is numpy.nd array. So this is also array. Okay, so that's all for this session, today's session. Thank you for joining this today's session.